the pastors, they have a sweet tongue, like they know. And all the funds that they receive, maybe they'll tell you, like they'll go into a building, they'll say like we want to do things. Okay, if you sit with them, like they'll try and explain them to you, but in reality, maybe not that. Yeah, so it's one of those things. It's just like an organization. It's an organization for people who are believing in the same thing, trying to put things that they are told to into the organization.
Yeah, but
You know,
I think you're right to say that there's a kind of they would say that okay, you are appreciating, but the question is, many of these pastors, they are always saying this money is going straight to God, and they would say there's in the Bible they have a quotations, they quote something in the Bible that says 10% of your salary has to be deposited to God, you know. So I know like what you're saying, that some of the churches will say you need to appreciate because we need to build the church or make the church bigger, or private schools, they want to open in private schools, all those things that they talk about. But the question is how? How?
it's an
How?
organized it's an organized psychological set, Mr. Bonnie.
Yeah.
It's an organized psychological set. But then when you do give with your heart, it means something. As long as you're giving with a meaning, it's okay for you. Like it's okay. Like that's what I can just say. It's okay. But we both know that the amount maybe might not be going to what they say it's going to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's quite a lot of things that are involved. But anyway, most of the amounts maybe they're used into the systems in the church, in building some other things, and. But yeah, they always say like they all are gonna use it in a way to manipulate people.
It's not good. I don't think.
Anybody can start a church, but you need to
I
have
need to
people who
start
are
my
gonna be
own church
believing in
too.
you.
Leah, I want to start my
Yeah,
own
yeah.
church. I honestly want
You
to
can
start a
start
church
your own.
because I need money. So I
You
gotta
can start
start.
your own church.
Yeah, I want to start a church. I want to see how I can also send the money to God. Oh, if it goes to my pocket, I don't know how much they make from these businesses and all that. So I need to find out how much is being made.
Yeah, people they do make millions. They make money. They have their weight and everything. But then for you to have those things, you also need to invest. For you to start a church, you need to really invest. Like Mr. Bonnie, I've studied psychology, and
Yeah.
I know how like these businesses go around. The first thing, if you want to attract rich people, you need to put standards.
Like
And
standard.
if people see the
Okay.
standards that yeah, if you standardize your things, Mr. Bonnie,
Yeah.
and make it a brand, people will come to your church not because of they are coming to church, but they are coming because of the standards that you've set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like back home, there are churches that like not everybody can just go there. You know what I mean? And there are
Yeah.
churches that like okay, everybody can just go. That's how people like really start their churches and stuff like that. Same applies to shops, Mr. Bonnie. Like, okay, imagine there are shops that somebody can just go, right? And there are shops that when you want to go to them, you think 3 times or 4 times. It goes how you are like how you're branding something. It's in the name.
Yeah.
If you brand your name very well and you just put standards, because okay, what's the difference between a Gucci shoe and a normal shoe? They're both shoes, but somebody will just come and tell you some psychological facts and say this shoe is made of some crocodile skin. The skin, maybe the crocodile was like 200 years old. It's just psychology. They are just finding ways to just sell you something in a price that they feel comfortable in.
They
So
do.
it's all in like in that.
They do that.
It's all about branding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They do that. Oh my goodness. But me, bruh, Leo, I'm gonna the next. I wrote it even down. One of the things that I would do.
It's a Chinese girl.
I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna start a church, and I'm gonna make money. And I need to end poverty. So if I can't make it in other industries, then there's a leeway to get into another different mode of
Mr. Bonnie,
business.
you know what? I told you like a very good strategy. You have met like almost 3 quarters of the things that like I tell you every day. Mr. Bonnie, you can be an executive producer. You don't need to do nothing. Like all you just need is to find young talents that are out there, just to settle them somewhere and just have maybe a good track because these youngsters will have ideas that they'll just expand on their own and they also want to get known. And if you just be the executive producer, you don't need to do shit. All you just need to produce is your equipment. That's it. If you feel like you don't like those youngsters, you can fire them anytime because it's your thing, it's your company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
People, that's how people are making money. People are just becoming more smart day by day because they see potential into something and they invest. Look at those like let's say like promoters, the promoters that bring artists like from different countries. They looked into the system. They saw what was lacking and they just saw that okay, we need to bring an artist maybe to Poland. What do we do? They look
Yeah.
the availabilities, they look for hotels, they look for a place where an artist can go and rest, and everything. They give an artist the amount. Whatever that comes, it's up to them because you are doing nothing. Or you just organizing those things. People are becoming millionaires. If you get go online sometimes, just check all those people like Tunde Ednot, all those kind of people, like just check them. You'll see that they do a little, but they gain a lot from what they do because they have the connections there. They have made a name already. The problem is when you're starting a name,
Yeah. That's
when
it.
you're building your name, it's very difficult. But once you build a brand, Mr. Bonnie, like the Bonnie brand, if everybody now knows, like it becomes the household name. Mr. Bonnie, you don't need to do shit. People will just know, like, damn, it's Bonnie, bro. Like everybody will be giving that hype. You know what I mean?
So it's the brand.
So that's just
It's
it.
not
Yeah,
what you do,
yeah,
it's the brand.
yeah. It's the brand, and people make money out of that. Mr. Bonnie, imagine how many Gucci franchises are there in Africa right now. They are Gucci not even there in Africa, but it's just a guy who's franchising. He bought the name from Gucci to say, okay, I want to use your name, sell certain products, or to buy to be an agent to sell your project. Imagine who's making more money. Obvious Gucci because you're gonna pay for the name. You're gonna do like maybe paying 100,000 every month for their name. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a brand name. They created that brand name. So imagine like all these KFC that you maybe see in this country, they're not original KFCs, but it's because of the brand name. You see,
Yeah, yep.
that's what happens.
So you need to
Mhm.
build the brand actually before anything else.
Yeah, even if right now you create a brand that's well known, like okay, Mr. Bonnie started producing music way back, like if people know what Mr. Bonnie is known for electricity. Like right now, you don't need to be working on today. You become an executive producer. It means that all you have to do as a person is seeing that your things are done in the way that you want. Who's gonna do it? You're gonna find the people. You employ them. They're gonna do it for you. Do you know DJ Khaled doesn't even do shit? He just goes into the studio and says like, "I'm the one, DJ Khaled number one." You know what I mean? That's what he says. That's basically that's what he's saying. But if you check on the credits and see the engineers that are there, right? You see
Yeah.
that like there are different people that actually did the project. He's just an executive producer. He tells them the idea to say, okay, I want to do this on this beat. Yeah, I want you to do A, B, C, D, and A. That's it. That's his job. He's done. And he comes to say, I'm the one. DJ Khaled is done and he's making more money. That's it.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. But I think you're right. I never saw it like that, but now I'm realizing what you're saying.
I'm telling you, you can go and check this. I'm telling you the truth. Like that's what really happens. That's really what
Oh my
happens.
goodness. Yes, I'm DJ, and it's true.
Yeah,
Wow. You see how simple to create a brand, right?
yeah.
Wow. I never thought
So you just need to have
you could think of
just need to
that.
have okay, let me tell you something. Do you know
Yeah.
that right now, if you want to have a collaboration, let's say like with the guy back home right now, like the one that I'm making him up piano, you know they charge how much? They charge 3,000 rands to like 4,000 rands. Like I'm telling you, for a collaboration without a video or anything, that's like 3,000. Imagine you use like an artist that's
Just to
very good
collaborate.
and yeah, and then you collaborate with them. But now the problem is like when that song blows now, that same guy will come to you. So you have to make sure that when you're making the deal, you have your proper thing really staged because when that song blows, they'll come and say, "Hey, because they want to be part of the millions. They know exactly what's happening. You
Because like
know."
a bro, I'm the one who made you, huh? So you need to pay more.
Mm. So
Shit.
that's what happens most of the time. Like artists will come when the song blows and something happens to the song, they always want to be part of it later on. So you just need to trade very careful when you're making a brand or
So
you're making deals,
that's
because
why last time you
these
said,
things might affect.
you remember what you said last
Yeah,
time? You said get a lawyer, because these things it'll blow in your face, when it like
yeah. Imagine, okay, right now, Mr. Bonnie. Imagine one of your, maybe something of your video or your sound get popular on TikTok. You will see a lot of people come to you, Mr. Bonnie, to say claiming the sound pack, claiming something. There are people who are going to come and claim something because they know
oh
that you've made it
yeah,
already. Yeah.
yeah.
So
There's a
that's why it's important.
one video did that
That's why
actually.
it's.
I took one of the
Mhm.
sound from the one of the websites. It says the free sounds. Download free sound. Just put my name, or just put the name, just acknowledge me. I did that with one of the sound, and which was like about, I think, a year ago or a couple of months ago. That's long ago. I mean, that's amount of time that passed, you know. But what
Mhm.
happened recently? I think that thing started picking up to 2,000 views and stuff like that. Then suddenly it said that there are, what you call this, claims, copyright claims. If I monetize it, but it says it doesn't affect my channel, but the person is claiming money from it. I deleted. All I had to do is delete. I said, fuck this, I can't believe this. I
Yeah,
rather
because
let it go.
that's the thing.
No, why should he
That's the
claim?
thing.
I have not even monetized my channel yet, but already he says he wants money from it. He wrote it. He wrote to YouTube that he wants claims. Claims of what? He thinks because he saw my channel is got about 8,000 plus, views. I mean, subscribers. So he thought my channel is monetized. So I'm making money already from it. He wants that money. He was broke or whatsoever.
So that's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. You need to.
So I don't want
Okay.
to use it anymore. These things. I don't want to use any stuff from
Yeah.
free. What is free? They call it free for profit. Fee for profit. Why? Free for profit. What is that?
Yeah. So you need to be very careful with that, and to make sure, like I told you, you just need to register yourself. It's important for you, not for anything, but for you as an individual. Or anything happens in the future, or maybe when you're just not even knowing about something, your video is taking like it's going viral somewhere. You won't even know. Maybe until you see like the views have gone up or higher,
Yeah,
overnight.
true.
So you need to have your things in order, your registration to South African, like our same association, your ID tags, like when people just play something, you will know, like, okay, it's Mr. Bonnie's thing. These are the things that you just like basically need. Because I always tell people, you never know when you're gonna blow. It's just overnight. Because what happened to us is like a miracle. We actually started knowing about the business side of music at a very later stage because we were just doing music for fun, and we
Yeah.
realized like, oh shit, we're actually getting like out of hand. Like everything that we're doing is really getting out of hand and bigger, and actually every day, people are actually making money out of what we've been doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We realize that at a later stage. So this can happen to anybody, like anyone. It can just like befall them. So it's
Shit.
important for you to like sit down, register, have a plan of your videos, and also like investing in the quality that you really want. Because people also, since you are doing content creation, you need to really like be careful of the people that are gonna come to you and everything, and also the quality of your content. You really need to be very cautious. The other day, I think I sent you a message and I was like, Mr. Bonnie, you know what? I was taking content online, like people who can design videos for you. I found people who can design very good videos for $5. So you can make money because they're designing for you like in every aspect. And I was showing you the simplest stuff. There are a lot of softwares out there where you can make like good things, like you can edit them on your own, learn them, understand them. They're not even difficult. They just like plug and play. You see?
You
So
said how much? How
that's why I
much
was
after?
encouraging
So you
you.
need to send a video to them, right? You send a video to them, then after sending the video to them, then
Yeah.
they charge you. You said how much? $4?
Yeah. There's some of them they said for like, okay, $5. Some of them $15. It just depends on the quality that you want
Yeah, but
and how you want your video
yeah,
to
the
be
thing is,
edited.
our videos most of the time, like my YouTube videos, they need designers. Like today on my to-do list, actually, I have I'm actually after this call, I wanted to. I was supposed. I'm expected actually. Why am I speaking gibberish? Gimmicks. I'm expected to go to ask somebody, a photographer, to ask him if he knows. I want to employ somebody full time, but not editor, I just want somebody who can travel with me when I'm going to do what. It can be available anytime, because I'll make maybe 5-7 concepts a day, right? With the intentions that I'll post one each day. All right. So, but I need somebody that will be available when I say, okay, next week I have this. That person I'll pay. But the problem with these Chinese people is that the reason why I'm doing it, I want to work with somebody for 2 days and make a video for the whole week, is because they always ask you too much money. If it's
yeah. The thing is, like, content creation takes a little time and money. To be honest with you, it does,
I
because
just
there's
want the
people.
person to hold the camera and just because I have a problem, I can't do so many things at once. So, and that person must know
Yeah,
editing.
that's what I'm saying.
That's all.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that, like, you see, these people that you will hire, they have a certain rate that they charge, maybe per certain like time, they have rates that they charge. You see, and sometimes
Yeah,
like
they charge per hour. These guys, they charge a lot.
Yeah.
Me, I need to employ somebody, jobless person. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I will employ somebody who does not know anything about the camera, who's not working, and who is normal, who's not gonna steal my equipment. And I'm just gonna find some Chinese guy to train that person. After training that person, because you're not working, right? Then that person will be. You don't advise me, right?
To be honest, I would advise you to find the school students that are like, okay, like maybe doing like masters, or like they have some time, because you cannot find 100% someone who's not working, because everybody is doing some small hustle. To be honest with you, you see. But that's the thing. That's the truth of everything, because you cannot find, because these people, how they work.
Yeah.
They're hard workers. We both know that, and you cannot just find somebody who's free. So you just need to find like somebody who's like willing to be available when when you need them. Like, yeah, that's the thing that I can say.
Yeah, that's the thing, like you're right. That you can say right now I've got the 10 concepts. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, but also you need somebody with some sort of camera skills, because Mr. Bonnie, you cannot just give a newbie, because you won't make proper things, It's like you're still joking. You are doing some with someone who doesn't have the camera angles. What if maybe your friend show your face and you show half of your face?
Yeah, I think that most of them may have the skills through Douyin. They have even softwares that they can edit on different platforms. I've noticed that, especially like you said, the students. They know, like I know the high school students that are so much good at. I'm even surprised when they tell me that download this app. This app will help you to do this. It's just the problem with me is navigation. I cannot navigate in some of those apps.
Yeah, so I know you can try and find, and then you would see and understand how everything really works.
Yeah, but you're right.
But the thing is that,
because what I'm saying is, if I get a person who can edit, it will be a bonus. But if I don't find a person who knows editing, it means I have to give the videos to you, and you give to those guys and tell me how much. Because if it's a $5, it's doable. It means I can have 1 video per day or 2 videos per day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you, because I don't want you to feel disappointed or anything. I understand you're a man of ethics, and you have your own standards that you expect. So most of the things that
I never thought I had standards.
Like,
thank you. I never thought, and I don't like the standards. I don't like the ethics though.
Yeah, I mean, on Fiverr, like they're on Fiverr. It's just a matter of you talking to them, because maybe sometimes you need me, and I'm
they are expensive. I know Fiverr. I know. Oh, those guys are expensive.
I know how to find.
And you know what they do?
And I have one.
You know what they do? I told you last time. They'll say there, and they'll say no, they don't want to use Fiverr anymore, right? And they'll send you their contact numbers, and the prices won't be the same, because Fiverr was supposed to make things easier, accessible, and for many artists as a platform where people can trade their skills, and we can do sort of transactions there, and based on the Fiverr's settings and all stuff like that. But what they do is they always say, no, here's my number on the private. You can use this number so we can communicate. After privately communicating and DMing each other and private messaging each other, and then they will start after that inbox, it'll be like now they'll start overcharging you and telling you that work, I want to charge this. Then I have to go back to Fiverr and find somebody else and find that my name is still there, that I was trying to work with somebody else who now I've crossed path with.
Okay, Mr. Bonnie, let me tell you something. For me, I've met friends on Fiverr. I've met a couple of friends, and we've been friends for more than 4 or 5 years, and they have delivered their work. It just goes like, before you do anything, is you communicate with somebody. Before you even do anything, it's a matter of communication, and it's strictly business. Like, okay, for me, if you notice, before I was your friend, you saw the way I was working, the work ethic that I had. It's just business orientated, like it was business.
Yeah.
Until I just like venture and say, you know what, Mr. Bonnie, I'm into this business also. And then you started becoming friends. But
yeah,
before I was always about business. Like I just do my things, my business, and I'm done. That's it.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
how
true,
I used to
true,
work.
true.
You see. So same applies to these people. I know how to talk to these people because I'm into that business too. I understand their work ethics. If I just see something fishy that I don't understand, I'll leave and I find somebody who's better. You see, that's the thing that I do mostly. So you can get like everything that you really need. And the most thing that I think are expensive to do are subtitles. Like when you want your videos to be subtitled, yeah, that's a little bit like expensive because people will they'll take their time. They have to listen to each and every word and try to like put the words also like for you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, because
manually
that is
and do all this
important.
kind of stuff.
That is important because sometimes the words that comes out from the auto scripts, whatever they call it, auto scribing and stuff, it's not what you've been saying, and it says something else. And subtitling is important as well. If somebody's from Arabia, Saudi Arabia, or Hindi, you know what is important right now? We need the Chinese subtitling. We need Hindi, because these places it has the largest population and the largest internet users in the world.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Like about that, you do it at a later stage. It's something that you do at a later stage. For now, like the problem that I've noticed, like if we focus on too many things, and if we don't receive those expectations, we will feel
I
disappointed
never
and we
achieved
feel like we don't want to
anything.
do it
I'm
again.
always focusing on
Yeah,
too many things, and I never accomplished
yeah,
anything in my life since I was born.
yeah. So now the thing is that like we need to just do the small things, not to just do everything at once. No, small things are okay. We will reach there. We will get where we want because that's what I used to do before my work ethic. I wanted to try everything at once. But now I always try to just like be minimalistic in as much as possible until something is really done. And for you, you always want to do this. You want to do videos. You want to try that. So you don't
Yeah,
have enough time for everything. You don't have. So if you want to focus
there's
on
not
the
enough
say, okay,
time.
today, yeah, if you say today I'm focusing on a video, just completely focus on that video only. That's for it. That's that video. If you want production
But
that day, just make sure you are doing production that day. That's it.
Leo, you're right. But this is why in South Africa now there's this thing of administration, online administration. You'll have to pay for administration. Somebody actually, you have a secretary that that actually manages you and tells you that you just give the list of things that you want to accomplish, and that person will set up the priority in knowing you very well and always telling you on the internet, like, okay, sending you email. Please check this email. This is what you need to do today. This is your calendar. This is the calendar. You need to make phone calls. I can make the phone calls. Just send the money. I'll make phone calls if you want any phone calls. This is why you have a secretary. You got an assistant who bridges such hectic schedule that you have. It's possible to achieve everything.
I think I've tried to be a secretary, but Mr. Bonnie, you are very
No, you
difficult to
are
get hold
busy.
of. Just
You are a super
I've tried.
duper busy person. I'm certain about that.
No. Wait, Mr. But let me tell you. I try to call you every time I find time. Every time I just try and find, like, if I just say, okay, I want to focus with Mr. Bonnie, you're always busy or you don't even pick up the phone call. Because I just want to help. Not I need anything. I just want to help you. But you are always busy and occupied and something is happening. Even before when we had some projects, you always had some things, some other things, you had work, you are in that place, and even the priorities, you end up like feeling like, even my friends will be like, "Oh, you're worried about Mr. Bonnie, but he's not picking up. It means he's doing something." I'm like, let me just keep on trying. You see. Even when I was sending you messages, I was just like, "Okay, Mr. Bonnie, check out this thing, check out this." Because I wanted to see other things and have like other views. And that's the same thing like a secretary would do or a friend would actually do to show you like, okay, you need this. And then if you don't find the time to do those things, now it won't make like no sense. You understand? Like it won't make sense because you're not finding the actual time to do the things that you said you wanted to do. And now when you're looking for that person now, when you're free and that person is now busy, you will feel like maybe that person is also like not available for you.
True.
So that's what happens the most. Because today you called for VPN.
Yeah.
That was the main priority, right? That you called for. But then like I think if you check like our charts, you'll see that like ever since the holiday began, I've been asking you about
And
the
that's
same
what
things. Like,
happens
are you
in
still
life. With most of
Yeah.
us, Africa, people of color, we have a problem. The things that becomes priority, they're not priority. My priority, that's
Yeah.
not even priority. But you know, we always we work, our energy and our success is based on our just the spark of time, the spark of time. You know, like this is a spark.
Yeah.
You know, okay, I need this, the spark. You know, the most important things are neglected.
But to be honest, Mr. Bonnie, I think I've showed enough love and tried to really like help you to manage your accounts and everything. But then if I tell you like this video is not like the proper one and you feel like the video is good, then like we have a problem. We say, okay, try and help me, and then at the end of the day, you won't even, because if we could manage those things like that, I told you like, okay, let's try this strategy and do this thing. You see, one of them with another one of what I'm Chinese. So I was saying that if you see that, Mr. Bonnie, right? Like I'm saying, okay, try this style, try to manage this thing in this way, try to put this video. Because you want to see the interaction, like for you to see like how people are going to like look at that video, Because it's like this. It's like you're giving a child food, and you're not giving him time to breathe. You just like when you open the mouth, you just like boom. When you open, like you're just putting everything in the mouth, like water, everything at the same time. So we need to have to wait for him to chew and for him to swallow, that kind of style. Same applies with the videos. You're not giving the users to give you feedback, comments. You're not giving them enough time to really like communicate and interact with you, Because every day is just always a feed. You put a feed every day. But if you have a day, like people should feel anxious to wait for your content, Say, okay, Mr. Bonnie's posting on a Wednesday. Everybody would want to go and watch that content. But now we have a problem of like Mr. Bonnie is putting every content that he has, and soon he runs out of ideas, because
Yeah,
he's putting everything he has the same day. Yeah,
I quickly do run out of ideas. I do, because I can have content now, one or two content, whatever, or a week and stuff, and then one thing that I noticed is that you can't keep up, bruh. To be honest with you, everything YouTube is some other things, It keeps changing its business way. So the moment you think you got it, and YouTube is like taking you to a different level. I mean, I started YouTube when there was no monetization. How come I can't say monetization? Monetization. All right, I started this, when before that the policies changed to monetization. People advertise my videos that had a background music then, that we didn't care with that, about the background, music. All those videos, I had to take them down for the sake of monetization. All right, we get into the business. Now we know what's happening. We know what YouTube wants. We follow the policies of YouTube. Hey,
we know about
it changes all the time. Policies. Everything changes all the time.
I understand.
Even in
but
let's say we were making a video.
Strategy.
Even right now.
Okay, this has to do with strategy, Mr. Bonnie. Your strategy, the business strategy that you put in first, Mr. Bonnie, is the most important thing that you should do. A strategy that's planned and put into place. Because if you do something constantly, you will see it will work out. That's the truth of everything. Because if you try and follow each and every trend that's out there, the chances of you making it like they are big because you're posting every day. The consumers, the people that you want them for you to like acknowledge that you're doing your thing, right? It's like imagine if these people who make seasons, right? They make all the seasons and they just put them all every time like boom, all of it. No, it won't sell. It won't make money because you are putting every content at once. That's why they give a season 1 with 8 episodes. We know like we're gonna wait for like okay, the episode 3 is coming next week because they know how to make people want that. Because everything is psychology, Mr. Bond. If you have noticed, everything is psychological. Make someone want something. Yeah, make somebody want something to wait for it to say like, I cannot really handle this. I need to really get hold of this guy. The same way you get like content from maybe let's say Kabine or like let's say William Last because they have a strategy. William, William Last, right?
Who?
William Last,
William Lost.
the
William
guy
Lost.
from yeah,
The YouTube
the guy
guy?
with the soccer in the yeah, he's a YouTube guy, everything. Instagram guy. He's from Botswana. He's very popular.
The guy, the funny guy, the comedian.
Hey, you see that guy? Check how he drops his content, but it's always trending. He's got schemes. He's got days that he's gonna post these things.
He said he has
he has
people.
time to use.
He has people working for him.
Yeah.
I got nobody working for me. Absolutely nobody. It's just Bonnie. Too many ideas and run out of ideas. Too many ideas, irrelevant ideas. I mean, it's absolutely disaster.
Yeah, that's why I say you need to have a team. You need to create a team, Mr. Bonnie. Everything that you might think of right now. That's why you see we have ourselves, even us, like we have created a team. We have created teams to know who's gonna handle this, who's gonna do that. Because without that proper administration of your work and heading strategy, you'll have everything at once at the same time in you see. But you can do it. You can do it. If your partner is supporting you, she can be your manager, She can know okay, because I know ladies are very good at doing like organizing things. They are very good at that. Like it's one of their like natural gifts that they have, So they will know what to really do and how to support you the best.
Who are good? Pakistan. He said who?
No, I'm saying like ladies in general, they have
ladies.
natural gift.
Oh, ladies, bro, I know. I broke up with a lot of ladies that were smart. All the women that I broke up with were all smart ladies, That's one thing for sure. They're always smart. Ladies are always smart, but when it comes to like a relationship, I don't know who sucks or they suck or I suck, but when it comes to management, they are good. Women are good. They know what is good for you. But there are certain ladies who cannot manage you, but they can steal your ideas and make the ideas of their own. And those ladies that actually that they think like a man.
Yeah, but no, Mr. Bonnie,
ladies who think like a man steals the man's ideas. And
yeah. The way now, because what I've noticed is like you just need management. That's number one that I just noticed from you, and to just know when to post your content. If you just know those kind of things and trending, these three things, these top three things, believe me, you'll never go wrong. Mr. Bonnie, if you create a proper brand with like your videos have like a Bonnie brand or a tagline, like what I mean, like Bonnie, Mr. Bonnie, like people should just like it's something that should start in their head. Like, okay, if they hear a sound like this, they know it's Mr. Bonnie, That's what I'm saying, like branding. Like Long John, like if you hear like a Long John video, like the sound, like that's Long John playing there, right? Yeah, something like that. That's what I'm like saying. You need to just have a brand and creating a proper content. Like people would recognize you, even if you do something, they would actually know. Like since you want to do like vlogs and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, you need to have like that branding that's proper, like a logo that's like people when they see they understand it's Mr. Bonnie, something like that, something that like when we're talking about Bonnie, we know who's Mr. Bonnie.
True. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, so that's what I just noticed. I put the content. I think I'm the first person to like the videos before everyone. That's why because after I like, people think like that's how it works.
Yeah, good. You're absolutely correct.
So yeah, Mr. Bonnie, that's it now. And like much better, try how you be like how to use the softwares and everything because you can still edit your own audio on your own because it's just a matter of having go like nothing much have like knowledge, you just put things there, they will automatically if you don't stop try and adjust things forward. That's it.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, Mr. Bunman. I'll put you in.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's good. Thanks a lot.
All right.
That's the initial title of this video was something else. So now I have to change the title of this video. Because it's no longer what we thought. Actually, one thing, I'm gonna make a video how to use. You won't believe this. I'm using. One thing, I'm gonna make a video how to use. You won't believe this. I'm using. One thing, I'm gonna make a video how to use. You won't believe this. I'm using. One thing, I'm gonna make a video how to use. You won't believe this. I'm using. One thing, I'm gonna make a video. How do you end this video? I have a tissue, guys. I need to end this video, right? Hello? Guys, I cannot end this video. I don't know what's going on.